Hello, welcome back to Lord Winklebottom Investigates. We are a little bit stuck. Now, we have a problem. Let me give you a quick story recap. So we've been invited to this island by our old acquaintance Gilfrey. He has turned up dead and we need to discover out why. So the current problems that we are facing is we want to explore the island, however we need a map so that we don't get lost. And I have no idea where a map is, so that's the first problem. Second thing, we need to do an autopsy on the dead body, and we need a knife, an apron and a sewing kit. We've got the knife, I think this is probably good enough. We've managed to pick up the apron and we need a sewing kit. Now to do that, we need to ask this lady to borrow her sewing kit. However, she is very deaf and cannot hear a word we're saying. So to help her out with her hearing, we need to go to the drawing room here and use this, I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's probably what we need, this gramophone trumpet. However, to do that we need a small item like a screwdriver or something to be able to undo the screw to release the trumpet. So there's that's something else we're missing. So we need a map and something small enough to undo the screw on here. And I've been searching around all over the place and I haven't found anything yet. So I'm going to continue searching and speaking to people to see whether I've missed any dialogue options. And once again, as I did in the last episode, I will bring you back as soon as something interesting happens. Oh, okay, there's a drawer. There are two drawers. I didn't spot this before, and I've looked at this several times. Rolled up paper, that could be a map.
Oh, look, this is a map of the island.
Ah, there we go.
Useful, I'm sure.
And what have we got? Empty envelopes?
Let's take one of these envelopes.
But why?
An envelope with nothing inside it. A map of the island. A map of the island.
Okay. Right, well we have our map, so we should be able to go and search the islands now. That's one of the major things we were missing. Let's go to the island. Okay, so this is where we are, the Gilfrey Manor. We can go to the family crypt, the Barghest Forest, the Fang Rock Lighthouse. I don't know if we can get there first. Maybe we have to go through the forest first and of course the jetty. Let's go to the family crypt. Oh, spooky.
Tell us more about this business with your family.
Not much to tell. I wanted to get a decent job and they didn't approve. Just wanted me to swan around the estate all day. Not my style, old thing. I mean, I like to enjoy myself as much as the next chap, but one has to try to make a difference, don't you think?
Wish I didn't have a job. My life would be much easier without all the bloody sick people badgering me all day.
So they disowned you. Seems a trifle harsh.
Well, quite, old thing. Families, eh, Winklebottom? More belly trouble than they're worth. We'd be better off without them. Oh, sorry, Constance.
Thank you, sir.
Speak to Constance.
Perhaps we could discuss your family. What can you tell us about your mother?
Mother and I were great pals, Lord Winklebottom. We had such laughs, often at Father's expense. The house was so full of joy before.
I was so very sorry to hear of Ethelberta's death.
The house wasn't the same after that. I had to get away, you understand? I just couldn't bear it. But now I've returned, and Father is...
Dreadful business. Just dreadful.
Had you seen your father recently?
No, not for some time. I was so looking forward to seeing him again, introducing him to Winslet. But alas...
Thank you, miss. Farewell, Miss Gilfrey.
Okay. Tarquin Bernard Flopsy III.
Tarquin Bernard Flopsy III, 1865 to 1908, survived by his loving wife, 38 daughters and 22 sons. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, there's got to be a joke about rabbits in there somewhere. Check some of these other graves.
A chap named Wilfred Pex is apparently buried here. The grave of a Julia Zizou.
I want these names be worth remembering.
This appears to be the grave of one Brutus Nibbler, Percival Flabernacle, 1808 to 1905. May Blob be with him. How curious.
Blob. So everybody's animals in this thing, but what? Blob. Blobfish, maybe?
For those we've lost, there are a number of names here. Here's one, Eloise Dennis.
Is that name going to be significant? Okay, well, let's check the crypt. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Vines.
I'm surprised Gilfrey let it get into this state. Something must have been troubling him. Must try and tidy it up for the old chap.
Okay, well, let's grab some vines then.
These vines are tough. We shan't remove them by hoof or even tooth or claw.
Not even your gnashers would get through those, eh?
I'm not fond of them in any case. Too bitter for my palate.
We could try the knife.
This trusty knife will surely slice through these vexatious vines.
I say, Winklebottom, just imagine if we hadn't found that knife. Worth its weight in gold, that thing.
We have used it quite a bit. Okay, so we do have vines now.
Tough vines from Ethelberta's grave.
Okay, can we check any of these graves? We'll check statue in a moment. Just want to see whether we can get any of these graves. No. Okay, let's have a look at the statue.
Ethelberta's grave, you can tell how much he revered her.
Don't much fancy being buried myself. Shoved into a tiny wooden box in the cold and darkness. No, I had enough of that getting over here, thank you very much.
Okay, so there's nothing else in here as far as I can tell. Okay, let's go back outside. Okay, so I think we've exhausted all the possibilities here for the moment. So I guess we could go down to the jetty or to the forest. Let's have a look in the forest then. Oh, this could be dodgy.
I'm not sure this is the right way.
Yeah.
I do believe we're lost.
Apologies if I don't know if you're picking up my Discord notifications. That's me, not you. I'm so
This
sorry.
forest is utterly baffling.
No, okay, I think we have to leave this for now.
We seem to have got turned around somehow. Thank goodness for that. This way leads out of the forest.
Okay, so we obviously need something else to get through to the forest. We can't get to the lighthouse though. Oh, what is going on with my Discord? Let me see if I can turn off notifications. Bear with me. Okay, I'll put it onto streamer mode so we shouldn't be getting any notifications. Let's carry on.
Look, Frumple, it's Mr. Walters.
Let me be. I'm not sticking around this place for a minute longer.
Can we just let him leave like this?
Who's going to stop me? You soft-bellied landlubbers?
It's okay, Frumple. Walters clearly wasn't here when Gilfrey was killed. We can let him leave.
Drunkard barely got us here in one piece, probably drowned before he reaches the mainland. Still, it's his own funeral, I suppose.
I'll have you know that I be as sober as a judge. After what I saw last night, I'm giving up drink for life.
Well, goodbye then, Mr. Walters, and good luck.
Okay, so he did claim that he saw a monster last night. Yeah, he saw a creature. He's now left the island. Okay, so we go back to the island or we go along the beach.
Good grief,
Oh dear.
Frumple. Who on earth is this poor unfortunate?
Oh, as I live and breathe. It's Lord Winklebottom. Oh, am I glad to see you, sir.
Inspector Culver, what on earth happened to you?
We got your call, Winklebottom. So I got here as quick as I could. I have come to help, sir.
You don't look like you're in any state to do that right now. How on earth did you get here?
It wasn't easy, sir. Couldn't get a boat. Only a madman would try to sail through that storm.
Well, quite. Hold on a minute, you don't mean...
That's right, sir. I flew here, all the way from Special Branch. Now, You don't mind, Saz? I'm starting to feel a bit...
Poor old bird has passed out. Come on, Frumple, let's get him back to the mansion to rest. Right, well, we got him settled down. We should go back and check on him later.
Okay, well let's carry on along the beach then. Some driftwood, that's the jetty, there's the cave, I think that's all we've got here. See if we can grab this driftwood.
Some driftwood is floating out on the sea. This might be useful if I could reach it.
Honestly, the one thing you should be good at is reaching things at a distance.
I'm not far off, but I need a bit more reach. Some kind of long pole would do the trick if it had something on the end to hook in the wood. If only I hadn't lost that boat hook earlier.
Okay, well to come back to that then, let's go and explore this cave. Submarine? How did that get in here?
A great lake inside the cavern. This must connect to the sea outside.
Okay,
No good for wallowing then.
must be an underground river.
Good Lord, Frumple, look at this. It's Gilfrey's submarine vessel. He used this for his expeditions, made some fantastic voyages of discovery.
Huh, too lazy to swim, I suppose.
I rather think he's built for streams and rivers rather than whole oceans, to be fair.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose that's a reasonable excuse.
Yeah, so his axolotls fresh water. Have to be. So I still think that salt is what's killed him.
Some old barrels. They seem to be sealed shut, though there's what looks like gunpowder around the bottom of them. Too damp to use, I'd wager. Maybe the stuff inside would be dry.
Okay. Anything else to check? We can obviously do things with the stuff because there was an option to do something.
This water is far too deep to wade in. We'll need to find another way if we're to get over to that vessel.
The diving helmet could be useful. So you can't reach.
I should very much like to see the inside of that craft, however the water is far too deep to wade over. Frumple, perhaps you could...
No bloody chance. I'd get water in me tea.
Just carrying that to your end of them. Can we grab some gunpowder?
I can't open these by hoof. I'll need a tool of some kind.
Okay, what have we got? Vines. We've got the knife. That's done everything
This
else.
seems unlikely to be effective.
Yeah, okay. Right, well, okay. Well, I say we come back. Let's see if we can get the diving helmet. Maybe that's something we could do. Now that we've got a reason. Let's go back to the island. So we can't get to the lighthouse until we get through the forest, but obviously we'll need something else for that. Alright, let's go back to the manor. So I don't know what this envelope is for, but let's see if we can grab that diving helmet from the study.
I know I can carry a lot of things, but I draw the line at lugging around a big metal helmet for no very good reason.
Well, there is a very good reason. Wouldn't mind getting that axe back, but I don't
You
think...
know, I feel like this axe
Ah,
might
here
come
we
in
go.
useful again. I suppose there's no harm in taking it out now.
Wait, just let me move out of the way first. I don't want to be anywhere near this lash up after the last time you touched it.
See? Perfectly safe. I think.
Nice, okay, well that's that. Don't really have any other clues at the moment. Yeah, okay, let's go back to... See if we actually get that driftwood, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, we'll go over to the jetty. And let's see if we can now use the long metal axe onto the driftwood. There we go. Is that working?
This might do the job. Yes, I can pull the driftwood in towards the shore.
And you almost did it without dropping that antique axe into the drink too. Almost.
Last we've lost the axe, but we do have driftwood.
Some long pieces of wood.
What are they used for? Let's see if we can...
Now I can bind this driftwood together with the vines. Yes, that makes a most satisfactory plank.
in that case, a driftwood plank. We can use the plank to get across to the submarine.
This driftwood plank will make an ideal makeshift bridge over to the ship. There, perfect.
Okay.
Oh yes, this will definitely hold the combined weight of a giraffe and a hippo. Absolutely no danger here.
Have a little faith, my friend.
Fair enough. Right, let's go to the submarine. Hello, axe. Oh, now we have more maps, maybe, for the forest? Can't do anything with them. So logbook, just an organ. Windows. We'll check everything in a moment. Just want to see. Oh, crowbar. Airlocks. And stairs. Right. Let's start with the window.
It's a bit murky down here, though I rather fancy I can see something or someone moving out there.
I suppose some aquatic fellow might be living down here. Doesn't appeal to me. How would you ever make a cup of tea underwater?
Let me have a closer look. I say, Frumple, old thing, there looks to be a chap in a spot of bother out here.
Okay, well we can't get to him at the moment. Let's have a look at this organ.
How marvellous! A pipe organ inside a submarine. Gilfrey was quite the polymath. Frumple, you play the piano. Would you like to give this a try?
Well, I'm sure I could play it, but I'm not really in the mood at the moment.
Okay.
Look, Frumple, there's a book of music on the organ. Perhaps you could play one of these.
No, I don't think so. Don't really care for any of them.
You've not even looked.
Well, even so. Maybe if you have a particular request, I could treat you to a performance.
Okay, maybe you have to find some better music for him to play. Let's have a look at this logbook.
Notes about the times the vessel has been taken out. Nothing particularly recent as far as I can tell. Times, dates, coordinates, that sort of thing.
All a load of bloody gibberish to me. Oh, I say, the last page has a note written on it.
My dearest Ethelberta, a reminder that should you need to open the safe in my absence, you have only to play our tune.
Fellow has a safe then. Best look into that. Always some good clues in safes. Quite a lot of good that note does us though. How do we know what their tune was? Fella could have been a bit more explicit.
I rather suspect that was the point. Anyway, we don't know, but somebody else might. We'll need to find out where this safe is too. Maybe one of the staff would be able to help there.
So I suspect has a safe. Brilliant note. Okay, yeah. So we play the tune on this organ. I guess we'll unlock the safe. You'd think the safe would be connected to the organ, so it would be here, but who knows? More windows, just in the windows. Let's grab this crowbar. That could be useful.
I suppose they kept this round in case it was needed to unstick a valve or something.
Could have done with that earlier.
Well, we have it now. That's the main thing.
Okay, stairs.
I say, I wonder where this goes.
I suspect it leads down to the engine. Probably just machinery and such like down there. In any case, there's a red rope blocking our path. We really mustn't cross it.
Oh no, quite so. Unconscionable. Unthinkable.
Probably for the best, truth be told. Our record when it comes to operating machinery we don't fully understand is not entirely spotless.
It's so funny what actually stops them. Okay, airlock.
Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to hold my breath for long periods of time. If I'm going out there, I'll need a way to breathe.
Now we need the diving helmet, I would imagine. So I think that's everything that's in here. Okay. It's quite exciting. We have a crowbar. What does that... Oh, we might be able to get into the attic with a crowbar. Yeah, some things are getting unlocked for us now. Let's see if we can go back to the mansion. Or the manor, I should say. So... we could try the attic. Yeah, let me see if I can get into the attic with this crowbar.
A little elbow grease is all that's needed for this, I think.
Giraffes don't have elbows, do they?
Well, either way, this seems to be doing the job.
Okay.
Hello? Is anybody in here?
I'm sure I heard movement. I say, come out and show yourself, you bounder.
I can't see... No. Wait, over there. There's somebody heading towards us.
Oh, it's the butler.
Very, very slowly. Greetings. I am Lord Winklebottom, and this is my associate, Dr. Frumple. You, I take it, are Ambrose, the butler.
Oh, thank heavens you found me, my lord. I've been trapped up here all night.
What the blazes happened to you, old thing?
Oh, some ne'er-do-well shut me in after I disturbed them snooping around up here.
Tell us, who was it?
I do apologise, my lord, but I'm not feeling too well after my ordeal. Would you be so kind as to let me rest a while before I talk about it?
Oh, not at all, old chap. We shall come and see you in the servants' quarters presently.
Very good, my lord. Thank you.
That's disappointing. I was hoping we'd find a criminal up here or something.
Maybe we have.
I was just thinking
the
that.
Butler did it. Rather unlikely one.
Just once I'd like it to be the case, though.
Right, so there's about to be a bunch of stuff here we can look at. Okay, some sort of machine. What is this?
There's some kind of contraption under this sheet.
I'll take off the sheet. Let's see what it is.
Now, what's under here, I wonder?
Oh, I say.
My word, what on earth is it? And what has you so uncharacteristically blithesome, my friend?
Don't you know what this is? It's one of those machines for showing, well, you know.
I honestly have no idea.
It shows pictures, photographs, you know, of animals. Animals who aren't wearing any.
Any what?
Well, anything. At all. They're completely undressed. Or so I'm told. I never thought I'd actually see one of these in person.
How absolutely ghastly.
Has anybody actually ever looked into one of these things? I can't remember where it was. I was on holiday sometime and there was like an old museum place that had a whole bunch of these. Quite interesting. I have looked inside some. Can we have a look?
Doesn't seem to do anything. I think it needs a coin to operate it.
Ooh,
I'm sure we can find a coin or two around the place
we
somewhere.
know where coins are. We'll have to come back to that.
Some tape used for sealing up boxes and such like.
Okay, we got some tape. And oh, we're keeping the sheet. Okay, interesting.
This trunk is full of various knickknacks, trinkets, old tools and so on. Let me just check through the tools.
Oh, yes!
Yes, there's a small screwdriver in here.
Oh.
I'll take this.
Screwdriver! At long last.
A driver for tiny
Tiny
screws.
screwdriver. That's exactly what we needed. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, we'll come back. So there's a couple of things I want from the study, actually. If we can. So first of all, can we take this diving helmet now?
Maybe this will help get a better view under that lake.
Yes, thank
You
you.
can't just stick it on your head, though, you know. You'll need to make a seal somehow.
Well, we've
Yes,
got some
and
tape.
figure out a way to breathe.
Is it even going to fit over that whacking great conch of yours?
So way to breathe I'm not sure about, but we've got some tape that we can stick it onto something. Okay, and oh, the coins are gone!
Nothing under the case. Looks like they've been taken.
Damn cheek of somebody getting hold of them before you did.
Oh, I can't believe that. Someone's taken all the coins. How disappointing. Okay, well anyway, let's go and do the other thing that I've been trying to do for several episodes now. Into the drawing room. Have we spoken to him today? We did.
Well, goodbye for now.
God be with
So, screwdriver. Let's get this trumpet at
This
long
screwdriver
last.
fits perfectly.
Yes.
Ah, yes, here we are.
Looks like you've come up trumps. Hey.
Fantastic. I'm so excited. I've been trying to get hold of that for several episodes now. Okay, trumpet. Here.
Perhaps this trumpet would help with your hearing.
How dare you call me a strumpet? I've never been so offended in all my days.
No, madam, I said trumpet.
Now you're just mumbling, you young reprobate. Look, why don't you give me that trumpet you're holding so I can hear you better?
Now we can speak to her at last.
Greetings, madam.
Well, good day to you. Glad to see somebody around here has manners. Nobody else has said a word to me.
I have reason to believe you might have accidentally placed a quantity of coins into your bill.
We can
Oh
see
my
them.
word! However did these get here? Well, perhaps you should take them, darling, and let us not make any further mention of it.
Ugh, they're all wet. Here, Frumple, you're more used to bodily fluids than I. You keep these, and I'll just take the one we need.
Oh, charming.
I wonder if you might borrow your sewing kit.
Well, I suppose so. Just as long as you return it. Take what you need from my bag.
Don't think the old bird will want it back after I've been using it to serve the body.
Yeah.
It seems to me, Dame, that you're making something of a habit of purloining items that don't belong to you.
And you're a damn thief.
Oh, darling, it's true, it's true. I just can't help myself. So many pretty, shiny things. They'd be happier with me, don't you think? I'm doing it for them.
I see. It's really not acceptable behaviour, though.
Everybody's allowed one dirty little habit, aren't they, darlings? It's such a little thing, really. They make such a fuss about it.
They?
The theatre owners said I'd ruined the play. It was the meerkats of Venice. Well, how was I to know they needed all 3 of those silly boxes? I left them one, but the others were so sparkly. I just had to have them, darlings. I had to.
You mean you stole props in the middle of the play? I take it they fired you.
Yes, darling. They replaced me. Replaced me! And it was all hush-hush, of course, but I didn't work in theatre again. These days I'm lucky to get booked for a cabaret night at the Darby and Joan Club.
Most distressing, I'm sure.
To think my career would meet such an ignoble end. Oh, darlings, you should have seen me in my prime. I did all the greats. Shakespeare, the primates of Penzance, Waiting for Doggo. Oh, I was marvellous, darlings. Simply marvellous.
Okay.
Farewell, Dame Celia.
Right, let's grab what we need from our bag.
Dame Celia's haberdashery bag.
Did we do? Oh yeah, we got it already. Okay. Fantastic. I think we've got pretty much everything we need now. Let's go back to the attic and check that machine. Now we've got the coin. So I do want to see what this is going to show.
I'll just pop this in here and...
It's working. It's working. Let me see, dash it all. I say, there's a nude fellow in a bath. You know, he looks somewhat familiar.
That's so reverent. God, that is not what I was expecting.
Well, I'll be jiggered.
I think perhaps we should endeavour to never watch that again. Ever.
Yes, quite so, old thing. Quite so.
Okay, what does that say about him? Has an alarming past. Oh, that was interesting because we found his prayer book on the stairs up to the attic. Maybe it was him who was snooping around in here, maybe trying to get this back or break it, or I have no idea. I couldn't begin to think what is going on here. Maybe we need to go and speak to him about that. But we also have the stuff we need to do the autopsy. We could maybe do that. I think we've got everything we need.
Right then, I suppose you'll need to perform this autopsy.
Let me take the needle and thread and I'll get on with it. Right, I'll just get ready.
Okay.
I'm not really sure about this apron. Oh well, here we go then.
That's what she meant by it never did her any good. I'd say that was a rather strange thing to say.
Yes, all done. He was murdered, all right. Saltwater poisoning.
Knew it.
Somebody must have tainted the water in his pipe network.
Called it.
And salt water would kill him.
Yes, he's a freshwater animal. Couldn't survive in salt.
Can you estimate the time of death?
Poor chap probably only died shortly before the maid found him, but the salt could have been put into the system hours earlier. There's no way to know when the killer struck.
So we know how he was killed, but not when. That makes it hard to nail down a suspect. If it could have been done at any time, anybody could have done it. Blast!
Time for a bit of detective work then. Talk to suspects, fill up the old notebook, what?
Indeed, there's a villain on this island, and it's up to us to bring him, or her, to justice. Come, Frumple, the game is a hoof.
Fantastic. So let's check this one. Killed by salt. Couldn't have used it for murder. Yes. Okay. So brilliant. So that's eliminating suspects. We eliminate him because we know this guy could be killed by salt, so we wouldn't be able to use it. Okay. Excellent. I think that's a really good place to leave it there. We are now on the hunt for a murderer. It's getting quite exciting. What's the next thing to do? We need to find some way of breathing underwater. We've got the helmet, we've got the tape that we need. These other things don't have any apparent use just yet. This screwdriver's probably got some kind of use. maybe because we haven't got rid of it yet, so maybe something else we need. But yes, fantastic. Okay, I'm excited. I'm really enjoying this game. I hope you are enjoying that too. Please do let me know your theories. Who do you think done it? Let me know down in the comment section. And I hope you'll come back for the next episode of Lord Winklebottom Investigates. See if we can solve this crime. I'll see you then. Goodbye.